Reverend Lunchlady here.
And I'm Dr. Larry.
And this is Mr. Buttery Waffle House.
He might be snoring a little, but that's no indication of the excitement of our video today.
Yes, I did not warn anyone we were doing this video, but we were having a little discussion and we thought we would like to share that with you too.
And it's all about how do we create positive change in our lives.
Yeah, so we figure we have a prescription for this. And so we thought we could share what that looks like.
And the prescription is one amazing way to create positive change in your life is to go on retreat.
Yeah, so we've been talking about this retreat idea because we are actually hosting one in 2019. And the thing about this is that for me, I don't know about you, is I had this idea that retreat was only for the rich and famous and that you had to have loads of money and get a private jet to some remote place and then just get massaged and eat steamed carrots or something. And what I know now is that it is not frivolous, that it is really needed and necessary for my well-being.
Mm-hmm. The first time I went on a retreat was after a divorce, and I was feeling kind of lonely and lost and sad, and I just needed a way to kind of reboot and just kind of look inward and kind of discover what I wanted to do next, what my next move was.
Yeah, so if you're joining, share with us, what's happening for you, because one of the things that I keep hearing over and over again from people is that life is so serious and that people are not having as much fun, and that there's the grind of waking up in the morning and just going through the motions, and really that seriousness and struggle and pressure.
Yeah. And when you want to create some kind of positive change in your life, it's really helpful to kind of step outside of that routine, that usual, daily activities, and to go someplace where you can devote time to yourself, to your intentions, and to creating something new for yourself.
Yeah. So how many of you are feeling this, feeling the pressure, feeling the seriousness, whatever it is, maybe having something like a relationship that just ended, or maybe for me, actually, one of the times that I went on retreat was after being laid off from my corporate job and then feeling like, what is my soul's purpose, and not knowing and wanting that clarity. So yeah. What are those things that are kind of on your mind that you do want space for?
Mm-hmm. And I've been on retreat when I've been in a really great place and I wanted to move that forward. And I was in a place where I was like, okay, how can I take advantage of this awesome space I'm in to actually move forward and carry that forward in my life?
Yeah, that's a really good point. So, we were talking about what those core things are that make retreat a retreat. And so we wanted to share some of those things with you because I think it's really important to know why you would take that time out, because retreat literally means going away from the norm, going away from the day-to-day and getting into a new space.
Mm-hmm. So the first thing we came up with is environment. I mean, getting into a place, we tend to have the same thoughts and experiences. 80 to 90% of our day is the same thoughts and experiences we had the day before often, or similar. So we need to get out of our space, out of our environment, in order to facilitate thinking outside the box.
Yes, and specifically a high vibe, beautiful place Absolutely. Can be really helpful.
I mean, nature is a given. We've all been on hikes where it's just so much easier to get into a meditative state and to be present when you're in nature and you're in a beautiful place.
Yes, which our retreat that we're doing in March of 2019, and we'll put information below, is going to be in Chicala, Mexico at a resort called Mar de Jade. And it's spectacular. It's secluded. It's gentle. It's small. It's the jungle meets the ocean. It really does have, and it is a very sacred land. So there's something really extra special about that. I'm sure you've heard of people going to places like Hawaii and Sedona and even in Colorado and New Mexico. There's like all of these different places that have that like high vibe energy on the land. And this is one of them.
So we've got the environment set. And then the next is people. Feeling connection to other folks that are also wanting to make positive change. It's a huge thing to be in a community of support of like-minded people that are all there specifically to do something positive and to help each other.
Yes. And Catherine just wrote, are you an item? Yes, we are. But this retreat is not for just couples. It's for anyone. It's for couples and singles. And Larry and I will be there supporting everyone, whatever your path is. So yes, the people part, it is so lovely in even meeting people from all over the world.
And you never know. You're going to meet people that are in line with your thoughts, people that are maybe more of a reflection or shadow of other, kind of dynamics you're trying to figure out in life.
But the cool part is every time that you go on something like this, the perfect constellation of people show up. So one of the things that my mentor Sark always talks about is how when you're in a group, and there really is such healing that comes with the circle, is that you have everything you need within that group. So although, Dr. Larry and I will be there as coaches and teachers and offering practices to support you all individually on your path, the circle of people will also have surprising resources for you.
Yep.
Yes, Catherine, join us. We'd love to have you.
So that's the people. And then the next is novelty.
Yes.
Getting into something new.
Oh, actually, wait, let's go to reflection and intention first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Because before we get into the novelty, the reflection and the intention, which we kind of touched on, is, having the time and space to sleep, perhaps, but to go into stillness and have that reflection and call forward, what is the intention that you have, whether it is, healing heart from divorce, or whether it is, for me, one of the times was discovering my soul's purpose and getting more clear on what kind of work I wanted to do in the world. And then other times, for me, I just love learning. So there's been so many times I've gone on retreat specifically to learn different meditation, different yoga, different creative practices, which we're going to have all of that included in the retreat.
Yeah. And then, as I mentioned, the novelty.
Yes. And so once you set that intention, once you are declaring, this is what I want to have more insight on or more inspiration around, then what really helps it accelerate is novelty. And novelty is the thing that the brain loves so much, because what that means is putting yourself into something that's new. So either it's trying new meditations or practices, or getting creative in new ways, or just even being in this different environment.
Yeah. I mean, you might have heard of the term neuroplasticity, and that's how the brain is able to lay down new neural pathways, new thoughts, new memories, so you can actually create a change in belief. and then reinforce that and take that out into the real world and hold on to it.
Yes, and what we know about novelty, which is trying those new things. One of the new things I did on one of the last retreats I went on is I did a sweat lodge, which I've never done before, and that is something that will be an option on our retreat too in Chikala. But I'd never done that before. And just being in that environment, in that space, and with the shaman and doing all this ritual, opened my brain up so that it was able to learn quicker. It was able to make change faster, essentially. So that was really cool. Just so many things there. Yeah.
At Marta.
Yeah, that really called that in.
And
so
go ahead.
Oh, just so hey, oh yay. Mariah, we definitely want you on our retreat. I hope you can hear us already. Anyway, so the novelty is really fun. And so we were talking about how our retreat, it's a week-long retreat. Every day we'll have some teaching. And we've created a transformational process where each day it's almost like you're doing a workshop. You're doing a master class, and it's all supporting you in bringing forward your dream.
Yeah, but I do have to say, we did not forget the fact that this is also a vacation. So there will be lots of the entire afternoon to play in the beach.
Yes, which is also part of the
food.
Novelty thing. Like you want to be able to play. And, our whole gig is that this is going to be the most playful retreat ever.
And no yoga experience required. So if you're thinking, oh, I'm not a yogi, that's not what this is about. We're going to be using yoga to help facilitate and get and move energy, but not a yoga retreat per se. It's so much more than that.
Yeah, but it is a yoga retreat. And
but it is a yoga retreat.
So there's so much, but we do want you to know that we understand that people are already coming from the 9 to 5 with many of you that I saw popped on. You guys are kind of, as entrepreneurs, probably more like a 7 to 7, like you're doing a lot of work. So this gives you space to have the actual intention, the healing, the growth, and also, giving your body the relaxation, the water. Water is so healing, and being in the sunshine and being able to take hikes or go paddleboarding or look at the glow in the dark plankton at night. Like there's all of these really magical things. Yay, Jen, please come. You and Matt should please. We would love to have you there.
Our first night at Marta, where we're having our retreat, we saw whales breaching in the horizon, over the ocean, in the sunset. During dinner, it was magical.
The most amazing thing. Magical. My heart exploded when I saw that. And we are going to be there the last week of March 2019, which is absolutely in the window of possibility for whales to come visit. And certainly there's also opportunity to take a boat out and go whale watching if you want to. So anyway, so that was the novelties. Okay, so we have one more. Oh, the novelty. So here's the cool scientific part about it. When you have that playfulness, that creative stuff, the newness in your life, and you're doing that in a new environment with also, may we talk about the food for a minute, like amazing high vibe organic foods supporting whatever diet you have.
Marta grows all their own organic vegetables. They even grow their own peanuts for organic peanut butter, and I just stood by the dinner bell every day, 3 times a day, waiting for the bell to ring so I could
which is such a luxury. It's just so beautiful. So all of that newness actually naturally in your body creates momentum. So because it's opened itself up to something new, it kind of craves that. So the benefit of that is it naturally creates momentum. So you want to do more and more of those kinds of high vibe things supporting your vision when you return home. And part of our plan and part of our teaching is to offer you really specific next steps, or at least a process for you to discover your own next steps.
Yep. So we would love for you to join us on retreat. And how do they learn more about that?
So I will post something in the comments so that you can go check it out. And if you are watching this video, you can use a secret code. The secret code is Wicked Big. So this means when you click on the link to register, it'll show a price. But if you are listening to this and it is before August 30th, then you can use the code Wicked Big, which will give you $200 off, which is actually almost a third of the price.
And before that, if you want to contact us and talk and chat and answer your questions, we're always available to speak with you.
Yes. So thanks for joining us. You deserve to get outside of your routine. That is the remedy to create more of what you want. So if you're thinking that you just have to push harder and work harder and hustle more, honestly, it doesn't work. What really is needed is not only the stepping forward, but also the pulling back. It's a total cycle. We have to allow our bodies to work in that natural cycle of, moving forward, expansion and contraction, expansion and contraction. And that is just really huge for how you can expand into more possibility and success in your life.
I love it. And we love you guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in Mar de Jade, Mexico.
Bye.
Bye.